is brand new information.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. I just want to start by apologizing. I know I've been MIA the last 7 days. That's because my kids are now on summer vacation and we just had our family vacation where we went to the beach and we went to the lake, hung out with family. It was an awesome time, gone for 7 days. And any parents out there know that when you're traveling with a bunch of kids, you normally need a vacation from the vacation. So I'm just getting everything situated and back at it now. And EHG, the studio behind Last Epoch, has put out 3 posts while I was gone. So this should be a pretty short video, but I'm going to catch everybody up right now. The first post they made was making Last Epoch skill design. And this is all from Justin Carpenter, technical game designer for Last Epoch, who walks us through the process of making the skill Heartseeker. Now, I'm not going to read literally any of this. I will link this in the description if you want to look at it. But ultimately, I'll give you the overall game design. So when great minds play the same game, we have an endless list of abilities we'd like to add for each class. So picking which new ability from the list, we try to choose what fits the class and mastery the most. For Marksman, the answer was easy. It needed to be a good single target damage skill, and we were interested in creating our own spin on Diablo's 2 Guided Arrow. So we were certain that Heartseeker was the skill we wanted to add. So pretty straightforward. What class needs a skill, and then when you figure out which class, how do you want to design it, what's its purpose. Then moves on to its function. So how is it actually going to work? They mock up various prototypes and variants and then play it to see how it goes. Then you balance the skill. You got to make sure it's not too strong, not too weak. It's fun. Normally you lean into a little bit of the maybe too strong and then scale it down. On this one, they had to deal with the recurve chance when it came to Heartseeker. Then the great debate. On this one, this is where everybody has their different opinions on the skill and where it's at. The great debate for Heartseeker was the way it actually moves. So you know you have the node in Heartseeker where it curves, and that was actually added as the other visual. Those were the 2 visuals. Will it always curve? Or will it just shoot straight? Shoot straight worked, but they liked the curve variant, so they added it to the skill tree and gave you some slow chance with it. Designing the skill tree, aka Studio Arbor Day. Obviously, this is the hardest part. This is where they make all the nodes, they check them, they make sure they look good. Visually looks good. What do they want? What different conversions? Can it trigger other skills? This is probably the hardest part of the entire skill. Then they refine it, honing in on the craft, and then the skill is given to us and we give them lots of feedback, and then they make more changes on it. So that's the process of building Heartseeker. Obviously, I skimmed 95% of it. I will link this in the description if you want to read all the technical analysis from Justin Carpenter, technical game designer for Last Epoch. Then I saw this post, update 126 dropped. And I was like, my eyes were like this. Upgraded engine to Unity version 6. Now, if you don't know this, they were on version 2019 for a very long time. Then it took them about a year to update to Unity 2021. So we just figured they would go 19 to 21, then to the next version, then to the next version. No, Unity 6 is the current latest version of Unity for the engine. So Last Epoch is now running on Unity version 6. This engine upgrade is for development purposes, and we do not expect any noticeable differences with the engine upgrade. Please continue to use the in-game bug reporting feature if you encounter any bugs or issues. And I swear I was playing earlier and I did notice like the crit numbers look different. I don't know. I could just be losing my mind. I'm not sure. And Mike has actually commented very recently on Unity 6 in one of his dev chats.
You are now on Unity 2022, are working your way towards 2025, or how does that go? Well, Unity's actually back to their original number naming scheme. The new version of Unity is actually called Unity 6 now. And so we went from like Unity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we jumped to, I think, 2016? Is that when they switched to that number? I don't know what happened. 2016, 2017, somewhere in that range. and then we went by year up until this year, which is now Unity 6. So, but yes, we are looking towards going to Unity 6. When we jumped to the current version, most of the things that change don't have to change again to go to Unity 6, so it's much faster transition period. So yeah, we are definitely updating to Unity 6. It's really nice. I quite like it. It's gonna let us do even more new things, which is wonderful. The game will look better and run faster and be compatible with more things and be able to use it in new places and on new hardware and all sorts of stuff.
Now, listening to Mike talk about Unity 6, I feel like this is what EHG needs for Last Epoch for FSR, DLSS, getting confirmed as a supported game on Steam Deck, and he talked about new hardware. Maybe this is what they need for console release, at least building those relationships with Sony and Microsoft. I don't know, but it's awesome to hear they are on the newest version of Unity, Unity 6. Good news. I thought it was going to take way longer. Other notes, obviously they put some stuff in and a couple of things broke. LE51 was the new error message and there was some loot filter problems. But don't worry, because then they released update 1261. Fixed a bug where the loot filters would not be correctly set upon restarting the client. Fix an issue where attempting to load the Risen Lake online would result in a disconnect. Fix an issue with Apo would appear in arenas. Fix the bug where indirect casts of puncture could interact incorrectly with stay of the execution. So they took care of this. Other known issues that they are working on. Upon entering character select, the first character shown may not display their equipped weapons. So like kind of a silly one, but yes. We are continuing to monitor and investigate crashes some players are experiencing with select monolith echoes, such as the Lost Catacombs. And I feel like this, if this is really all of the issues when you are actually upgrading your game engine to Unity 6, this is very small problems and they are fixing them fast. And obviously right now we are mid-season. They said season 3 will be coming between 3 and 4 months. We are now approaching that almost 2-month period. So it's nice that they're kind of doing this while they are gearing up for season 3. So that's all the news. Update 126, and the building of a skill in Last Epoch. That's all the news. You are now caught up. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, only if you think I've earned it. And if I haven't earned it, I'm going to work harder for you. We are 500-600 subs away from 100,000. Just blown away by everybody's support. Don't forget to check out my newly launched alpha website, actionrpg.com. I literally just finished with a meeting with my designers and engineers that are working on the website. We do a meeting every 10 days, adding new stuff to it. It's going to be a very cool website. When it's done, it's going to continue to evolve, so make sure you check it out. It's completely unmonetized, so we're just looking for people to push buttons so we get more data on it. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.